get this started. Alright, looks like we're starting off with no errors. Alright. See where we were. Oops. Alright, I think we are still working on updating the avatar. So I got the, it's removing the file. So if there's one that's already existing, then it's removing that. So that's good. I think that's it for updating the avatar. So we're authorizing the user, adding the image, and yeah. Okay, yeah, we're deleting the old image, if there is one. So, let's see what's next. Alright, we're gonna cosphere and routes. So, users, we've got update profile, we've got update profile photo. Alright, I think now what I want to do is the routes for email verification. So what we're going to need here is going to need one route for we're going to need, hold on, gotta think about this for a second. So we're going to need to be able to send an email. That should be done when they're created. We also need to be able to resend, just in case. So. I'm thinking on our user, we'll just create a method that will allow us to send an email. So, and then we can send a verification email, and then we can just call that function from when they're created, and the new user is created, and also when we'll have a route for resending an email verification. And then we'll need a route which will be sent in the email to route in the email that will verify them. Okay. So we're going to start by sending email. So let me... So we're going to store... I think I'll just use reset code there. It's not the best way to do it, but... So reset code... I don't think we... Honestly, the reset code... It shouldn't... That's a bad name for it. So we'll call this... validation code, verification code, well, verification code. So previously, I think we were doing this in the status. So in my other app in Express, I was basically storing a status of email, which actually might be the best way. Yeah, I need to set the status to email or verification, something like that. What we need for status is actually an enum. Yeah, so first thing I'm going to do is create an enum here for us to use. It's my first time creating enum, I think. Rust create enum. Alright, it's pretty simple. So that'll be interesting because I don't know how that's going to be stored in the database and in JSON. But let's... Let's just do it and see how it works. I think we're going to need to serialize this as well. So derive serial. I think we'll need... Maybe we just need serialize. We'll see. So we're gonna need to be able to access this outside of here. So public struct, no, not a struct. Public enum status, and this will be, so we're gonna have active, inactive, unverified. So that's for the email. That's good for now. And then status is going to be status. Let's see if we compile. We do not. So, we need to implement deserialize. Okay. Deserialize. Next. Deserialize not implemented again. Deserialize. Yeah, and then wherever we're using status. So. Okay. So status. So it's there. Responsive. Okay, yeah. This is actually going to be. Need to change this to status. And here, status will be status. So So this is when we create a new one, it will be unverified. Subscription status, we don't care. Response user. So I think we're going to have to do a match here. And if we are status, what was it? Status active, then we will return active. So we need, it's a string from. If we are status inactive, then we will return string from inactive. And if we are status, we're not matching anything. Status, I don't think we need the status. So, last one is unverified. String from unverified. Match. Self.status. You need. Okay. Gonna need. I don't know. That should be fine. Alright, so where else are we using? Subscription status. Now we're back there. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Struct user has no field named reset code. Okay, yep. So slash set. So instead it's verification code. Code none begin with reset code. Code verification code. Actually, you're going to need to go to response user. And reset code needs to be verification code. Status actually needs to be a string here because we're going to put that to JSON. Alright, yeah, okay, so, yeah, I think we've fixed that. We've fixed this, set it to a string now. We'll see if there's any more. Let's just run that. Alright, we're good. Alright, what we're going to do is drop our database. Well, drop the users. And pull up Bruno. Start over again. So, we're going to create our user. So, we'll start with A. Alright, A at leemorgan.dev. Right. What is status? Unverified. Alright, cool. So it does do it with a uppercase U. Unsurprising. So what we're actually going to do down here... Actually, honestly, it'll probably... If it's serializing like that, then we can do status instead of a string. You can put a status here. And then... Whoops. Where is it? Yeah, so instead of all that stuff, we can just do status, self.status. Get rid of that. And then it'll return with an uppercase, which is fine. Not ideal, but not a big deal either. Self.status. Move occurs because self... I didn't... Wait, what? Self.status has type models user status, which does not implement copy tree. Consider implementing clone for this type. You could clone this value. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just like all the others. Oh, okay. So I need to implement clone for that. Rust implement clone for enum. Copy designation. So is that it? Just derive clone? I don't really understand what that derive does, but figure it out later. See if that does it. That's it. That's it. It's very simple. Okay, so, alright, we're creating a user. What I'm going to do is delete this again. And then Bruno, I'll create this again. And I'm going to try doing it again. Just, yep, okay, good. I just want to see that we get that. Alright, same thing. Status is unverified. And then... Actually, you know what? I'll be right back. I gotta do something real quick. Sorry this early, but I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Sorry. And I'm back. Okay. Where were we? Okay, we're creating user. Good. Let's make sure we can log in. So just need the body. It's gonna be A. That's good. Now I'm gonna need this. Get a user. Need my ID. Okay. Get user. Authorized. Why? So if I log in, I save this. Sometimes that's the issue. Yeah. Okay. Status unverified. Good. Okay. So let's update. Again, headers. And ID. That's our body. Let's just change the first name. Save it. I'm thinking the headers don't update until you save. I think the rest of it does, but updating user is not sending the user data back. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's save this. Update. What did I do? Change user status to enum. Alright, now what I need to do is on update, I need to return the updated user. Alright. So here we're returning that U, which is just that. Alright. So I believe the user has already been, yeah, the user, so the user's been updated in the database, but not our user. So I'm loath to do it, but I'm thinking now what I can do, we're gonna have to create a new. So we're going to return user dot. We are going to do update user. And here we can just, again, data. So thinking about how to go about doing this, because it can't, says data, we've got these strings here. I don't think we can access Let's see. Rust access struct property with string. Can't do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, we can do the match. That'll work. It's not ideal, but it's going to be faster than doing another request to the database. Would it be, though? Because that's another await. And I just realized something, like, this is unnecessary. What I can just do here is just match on this. Okay, update user with the data. And implement user, alright. I'm just gonna put it down here. Public function, update user. Takes, and it's just gonna take in data, which is a vector. How do I vector with a, the hell's that called? Tuple string and option string, and it will return a reference to our user, I think. So, and then we just do for, was it for I? I'm just going to do item. For item in our data. Data is a vector, so it's iterable, I believe. How did I do it? For fields in data. Okay. Fields in data. We're just going to match on fields.1. Okay, so let me see. Can I just do this? I don't think that will compare. String. I'm gonna give that a shot. I don't think it'll work, but it's location. Self dot default location. Self dot default location is equal to fields 1. This should actually be 0. First name, self dot first name equal to, wait, yeah, that one. Last name, self dot last name is equal to fields dot 1. And then we can just return self. See if we compile. Of course not. Specifying the type of a pattern isn't. Whoops. As doing good old JavaScript switch statement. Alright, self is a self value. Oh, whoops. I forgot to add in our self here. Alright, use of moved value data. Value used here after move, yeah, okay. Can we take in a reference? Perhaps? And I just hear thunder here? That would be weird. Alright, let's try create update doc. Just pass a reference to this. And then again here, pass a reference to our data. User create update doc expected reference to create update doc, but it found just a, probably didn't save that. No, we're getting the same thing. Why? I'm definitely passing a reference that's not even reading it correctly. It's not even user create update doc at 125. Oh, that's why. 125. Expected string. I found a reference to a string. Yeah. Why am I passing in? Excuse me. Sorry about that. What is on my desk? Okay. So down here, yeah, we need to do string from location, string from first name, string from last name, function calls are, oh, god damn it. But location equals string from location. Let first name equals string from first name. Yeah, and let last name equal string from. I don't love this, to be honest. This seems like a terrible way to do this, but I don't know another way to do this right now, so location, first name, and last name. Self.default location. Yeah, typo. Expected string found option string. Jesus Christ, man. It's painful. So fields is an option. We can just destructure it here. Wait. Yeah, okay. This should be just field, honestly. Let value equal. So we're passing in our data. Okay, right there. Alright, it's a reference. Okay, that's why we did a reference instead of a string. So, reference to body. Excuse me. Reference to body does. So that is a reference to a string. It's an option of reference. Wait. Why is that an option? See, I mean, it says it's taking in an option string. Why is this an option? Oh, shit. Some of them are going to be options and some of them aren't. Oh, no. I guess it's converting it. Yeah. His first name and last names aren't options, so it's converting it. Okay. So. Field.1 sum value, and we'll just return value. None. Rest continue for loop. Okay, so this is just the same as in JavaScript. So continue. I need to stand up. Alright, that'll be better. Alright, let's see. So if we've got our data, actually we need to fix this down here. Alright, now, so location, first name, last name, and then there's another place to use it, avatar. So, avatar equals string from avatar, and then avatar self dot avatar equals value. Expected string found a reference to a string. Gotta be fucking kidding me. So I think we're gonna have to clone these. So expected an option string found string. So this, I think we can do some value. Unused variable. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. Self cannot assign to default location, which is behind. So self is a reference, so the data it refers to cannot be written. Oh, it's... Oh, okay. Mute self. What the hell? I cannot borrow as mutable. You know what? No, I don't know. This is a terrible way to do this. So I'm thinking if we send a response user. So in response user, if we let this take our data, then alright, let me think. I'm gonna go make some coffee. I keep yawning, so kind of tired today. So I'm gonna go make some coffee. I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Alright, back. Sorry about that. Got my coffee. Maybe I can wake up a bit now. Okay, so our issue right now is when we update user data. So even if we do user response user, right? So here we do this. Fields. Hold on. User models 205. What did I change? Fields.0 has a type of string which does not implement the copy trait. Why didn't I have to do that before? Alright, well, it's working now. Okay, so now our issue is we update a user. So I'm going to update it, first name, I don't know, ravioli. Now, responding with the old data instead of the updated data. So I'm thinking that our response user function can take in optional data. Yeah. So, and the response user will send that updated data. So, option. What am I doing? So, it'll send an option, or take in an option. But then, that's terrible. Because then we'd have to loop through and do some weird stuff to determine, you know, if it contains that. Our vector contains that. What do we have? We have our body, which is our update body. So we could pass in the update body optionally. I mean, let's try it. So it will be an option, but then we'd have to use the update body over here. I don't know how to... This doesn't make any sense. Like, there's no good way to do this. Every time I use Rust, it's just getting worse and worse. The more I use it, the more I hate it. So... I think the only real option is to just get that data again. To do another request to the database. So let's what I'm gonna do. All right, Rust. Rust MongoDB update 1. I want this to return the entire document. Pick the actual docs. Alright, let's go to crates.io, MongoDB. So, got this is a client. It's a collection. And then update 1. Updates to one document matching query in the collection. Both document and vector document implement into update modifications, so either can be passed. No, pipeline updates are only supported 4.2 plus. This operation will retry once upon failure if the connection and encountered error support retryability. Await will return result. Update result. So it returns update. Oh, maybe. Update documents matching a query. Huh. Array filters, collation, comment, hint, let vars run session, upsert with options. Doesn't. So our update 1 is returning an update. Actually, I'll return an update result if we await. So yeah, it doesn't get. Turns a copy of the value. What? So clone. Is fucking gross, dude. I just have to go and get the new. Gross, dude. Why would it work this way? Third. So update 1 doesn't return our updated document, so we can't. Jesus. So what we're gonna do is we have to match user collection dot. It's a find one. Assuming so. Find one. Don't replace find one. What if we use find one and update? It returns a find one and update. So collation comment hit. Let vars. Projection. Return document. What? Good God, this is convoluted. Specifies whether should return the document before or after modification. Awesome. Okay. So what we want is, instead of update one, we want find one and update. All right. Find, it's all. Let's. Damn it. Okay, so. Let vars can't run. I lost myself. I think I need to get back to collection. Okay, so on collection, we can call find one and update. Let's undo this and just type it up here. So match user collection dot find one and update. So this find one and update a self. Okay, we can ignore it. Filter is our document. Okay, filters. It's going to be the same as here. So doc underscore ID user dot underscore ID, and then and then our update. So just document. That is going to return a result with an option with a T, with our T, which is our value. Jesus. Update modification. Let's just try. Okay, result, yeah, so, okay. Anything? B response. Okay. JSON U. Otherwise, there's an error, and same thing. HTTP error 500 E dot. No. Unable to update user data. And then we can just get rid of this. But so this returns a find one and update. So I think, well, if I'm understanding, return document. Dot return document, which takes in a return document, which is our enum. So return document and after. And accidentally deleted some stuff there. Means we have to import a return document. So this is MongoDB options return document. Options return document. Oops. Okay. Sure, this is screwed up. All right. Oh, what? Jesus. Dude. Where am I? This mistake again. Now, you know what? Got to await it. Method not found. Option. So I have to match again. Match. U dot return. No. Method not found in option used. So I need to match U. Jesus. I'm gonna look up something. Rust nesting match. This is what I want to know. Okay, so this is interesting. I'll have to look up result and option a little bit more. Yeah, right now I'm just matching everything, so it works for now. Alright, so matching on the U, it's an option, so sum U, change this to an O because it's an option. Now we should be getting our user. This will do something. None. Then the error 500 string from something. I just want to get this working for now. And here, okay, yeah, that should work. So HTTP response, okay, .json, u.return return document after. Okay. Sure, that's not going to work, but return method not found in user. Why is the return document then? It doesn't make any sense to me. Let's try. Oh, it's returning the type itself. Oh, I see. Where are we? So I think we want to go back. So, back. Alright, so this is returning a find one up an update. So have something or the value that we're updating. So in our case, this is the user. Await will have a user that's wrapped in an option that's wrapped in a result, which is insane. Why? Just a result. Why do you need the option? So it's optional. If you're updating the user, why would it be an option? No idea. This, I think, might actually work. Of course, unclose delimiter. What? Oops. Mismatched closing delimiter at H. Okay. I see. Yeah. Okay. And we're compiling. Good. Now, let's see what happens when we update my first name to something. Okay, we're not doing a response. Oh god, we're not doing a response user now. So that's still our issue. Oh my god. This is so awful. I mean, Rust is probably the worst thing I've ever used. Why is that like that? And it's not even... It doesn't even work. It doesn't work at all. Why does nothing work in Rust? Like, literally all I want to do is just return the data to the front end. Just respond with the updated data. It's impossible. It's literally impossible to do. What if response user new view? I'm just throwing shit at the wall now. How did I do this? Okay, so there is no... Response user has no field yet. think I need to implement the response user. Implement the new function response user. That way we can create it this. All right. Implement response user. Public function new. It's just gonna take in data. And it will return response user. And data, which will be user. All right. Need data dot underscore ID. Email data dot email. First name data dot first. How am I typing it like this? First name. What the hell is going on? Response user. Last name will be data dot last name. Status will be status from. I know this isn't going to work, but I'm throwing it on here. Data dot status. Verification code will be data dot verification code. Avatar data dot avatar and default location data dot default location, and that should do it. Oh, I think we do self here instead of response user. All right, let's fix this. So we're not using return document anymore. Response user has no field named. Okay, it's incorrectly. Let's fix that. No, we're up here. New. You. All right, so we need to convert at least this one. Expected string found option. Okay, so we can match this. Data dot verification code sum v just v none will be a string from none. Next, avatar, same deal. Match data.avatar. Sum will just be avatar. None for now will be string from nothing. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, let's resolve this one first. So routes 96. Alright. No method to string. Okay, got an error there. Typo. To string. And we are compiling, so that's good. Now, let's update first name to else. Boom. All right. Still getting that old data. That's right, because it's not. Jesus. Rust is so terrible, man. It's one of the worst things I've ever used. I don't know why I continue to torment myself. Like, in what world does it make sense to send the data, return the data that was from before the update? That there's no logic there. It makes no sense whatsoever. This is written by, like it was written, it's like it was written by someone who's never worked with a database before. Be right back, I gotta check. I think I hear thunder out there. I just want to check. Alright, I'm back now. Yeah, it's thunder out there. Crazy. Bright and sunny out. Like 90 degrees. returns the exact data. First, MongoDB return updated data. Okay, this is interesting. It's old, yeah, it's very old, but wrapper over the battle-tested C library. Mongo Rust driver. Officially supported MongoDB Rust driver. Okay, this is... I think this is it. Same thing. Yeah, this is it. It looks like the only option is to make another request for it. But I'm quite confused as to so this returns a find one and update. Which are find one and update has a return document. Wait, no, it doesn't have a find an update. Await will return result option and then just the user. So I'm not even getting... Is this blocking or is it using... Let me try it without the await. So without await, we're going to get a find one and update. So, Jesus. Match user collection.find one and update doc underscore ID user dot underscore ID document, and then let's not await it. So it's going to return or find one and update. We don't even need to match this. That response user equals this. We're going to split this down because I can already tell this is going to be a lot, but enough. Find one and update, which returns a find one and update, which has a return document. Okay, return document itself, okay, and return document. So return document after. And then we should be able to do HTTP response. Okay. JSON response. Response user new response user. We don't need that. Okay. See what we get for errors. All right, oh yeah, forgot to port return document again. Where's return document? Options return document. Return document. All right. Expected user found. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking. So we can create several of these, like new functions on response user if we need to. So this one will be data, but it will be. Shit. I don't want to import MongoDB here. Okay. So no. What we need is to convert that to something else. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Alright. So a return document giving us self. Find one and update. Atomically finds up to one document in the collection. Updates construct with find update. Okay, collection. So this is returning a find one and update. So we do return document after. I'm wondering options right concern. Vars hint comment. Is there something I think we're gonna have to pass in individual fields, which is fucking gross. So response user, so blanket implementations. Okay. Set the find one and update options, array filters, bypass document validation, collation. Hint. What's hint? I don't fucking know. Max time projection. Tells us. Limits the fields of the document being returned. Takes in a okay. Okay. Wait. This might be... We might be able to serialize this. Or we might not. No, because we can't... Damn it. Because I don't want to return all the data. Let's just see if it works. So... what am I doing? Let's compile this again. Yeah. No. Okay. Wait. This contains a user. Now, can I... It's interesting. So figuring this out as I go here. So... Method not found. See, this contains a user here. How do I access that user? It's the question. So let's just find on an update. A and T is our type. Send and sync. Send. How do I get... Because this find on an update is kind of like a wrapper around my user. Return self. Just return self, self. See if there's any functions that will... Nope. So nothing... So there's no way to get the data out of it, is what it's saying. This doesn't make sense. Find one and update. See, it has the user in it. But for some reason, it doesn't let you access that user. Method for unwrap current scope. Method not found. No idea here. Can I convert this into something else? Into. I don't understand these implementations. They're just a bunch of nonsense. Let's try into, I guess. Print line. Type must be known at this type. Okay. Convert from. It's not satisfying. Consider removing this thing. Oh. What? This is just awful. Alright. Rest MongoDB. Convert. Find one and update to type contained. Not gonna get anything. This is Node. So bad. Into future. Self. Creates a future from a value. No. So it's just not possible. It's just not possible. So they give you a result from this, and it's impossible to do anything with it. That's what they're saying. Because this is just utter nonsense. What does it give? This type that cannot be, nothing can be done with it. Wait. Collection, find one and update. No, it returns a find one and update. So this isn't. Is this passed to something else? It's gotta be. Okay, so we're constructing it with that, but how do we send it out? So this is, once we do await. But this is a result. So we're going to do OK, and which will give us an option. We will then match on the option sum. Here. None. Let's just return that. Do a string from something. This would be OK or error. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. We have a type declaration here, which doesn't match anymore. That's it. You just had to await it. So this constructs what we want. And once we await it, that's when we get it. Awesome. All right. So let's Bruno this. And I'm just going to go with one so we can just. And we're getting That is so incredibly convoluted. Use this back. That's okay. So I might actually just. Should I match this? Give it a shot. That is honestly absurdly ugly. Actually, no, it's not. I need to indent this one more. Alright, that I'm okay with. It's actually kind of nice. I like that. If it works. I don't see it wouldn't. Unclosed delimiter. HTTP response. So unclosed delimiter. I'm confused. This still result. Routes user 221. Fucking excuse me. Oh, okay, that is. Yeah, okay, I put this here, but it should not have been here. Right. Now we're cooking with gas. Man, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but that thunder is wild. I think it's still. Oh no, it's downpouring rain out there now. Alright. Now, let's return our response user. So, this. You know what? I need to take a break. So, we're gonna have a pause there for a bit 5 or 10 minutes. Sorry, a lot of breaks today, but I need them. So, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back now. Yeah, I got a good storm going on right now, so if I get cut off, then